I think in the future, when you have a group in Congress and the Senate who can't come up with a balanced budget, they can't balance the budget, we should automatically, we as the taxpayers need to vote this in, they should automatically all be executed. All their families executed as a form of revolution. Since they can't budget our money correctly, and they can't come up with a budget, or any year in which they do not balance the budget, in which we're already $20 trillion in debt. We can't borrow any more money. That's it. If they want to borrow a single penny to pay for anything, if they can't balance the budget, if they go over it by 1 penny, execute all of their offspring, all their children, grandchildren, great-grandchildren, wipe their entire family line out as punishment. Because, we'll just confiscate all their property to do that. And then we won't have to pay any sort of money. All these retirements we have to pay these people once they're in, we won't have to pay any of that anymore. We'll just confiscate all their property. Then we'll have money, we'll have funding. Because they're all wealthy. They're all millionaires. Some of them are billionaires. There we go. They can't balance the budget. That's what we should do. We should put a law in place for that. We should have seized all Saudi Arabian assets in this country, declared war on Saudi Arabia, rounded up every one of their citizens living in our country and executed them on public television, and then fired multiple nuclear warheads at that country. We should have literally wiped that goddamn country off the map. They should have gotten nukes, and we should have executed every single citizen of their country sitting in our country and seized all of their assets. We're just going to go over and start nuking the Middle East. Fuck them. These populations are growing rapidly in the third world. They contribute nothing to humanity. Cut the population in half in this region over here, so that we're left with whatever's best, so that whatever's superior just survives organically. She's not even one of our citizens. I say they put a bullet in her head on national television and set an example. Put a bullet in her head and then fling her body over the wall with a catapult back over to Mexico for them to deal with. I think that would be fair. Alright, I want to state up front, just right up front with this, I am politically very, very liberal. Hunt them down. Hunt them down and exterminate them. They're vermin. But politically, I am very liberal. I'm pretty politically correct when it comes to a lot of things. Alright, we have to exterminate social justice warriors and leftist ideology in our society. We have to make them scared to speak up. I am extremely pro-equal rights. Screw them. We're clearly the superior ones, and they're only trying to denigrate us because they're scared of us. Maybe we need to just get rid of all of them. We can let them pick between execution or 10 years indentured servitude. I am extremely pro-equal rights. We have every right to kill them. Their lives belong to us the moment they cross that border, to do with as we please. From a legal perspective, they are in our country illegally. If we want to shoot them in the head, we can do that. And that's exactly what we should do to the ones we catch who can't work. They're not capable of working that 10 years, and fine, just get rid of them. 9mm bullet to the head in a ditch, problem solved. We could put collars around their neck with a little small explosive device. If they try to take the collar off, run too far from a sensor, or if they try to rebel or become aggressive, you give the wardens the ability to press the button and detonate it. Or any of those other stipulations, so it'll kill them.
The collar's gonna blow.
It's beautiful. Beautiful. By the way, I did not come up with this one. My girlfriend, who has an MBA, she came up with this one as a viable solution. I really think someone needs to make sure the administration sees this. Trump needs to see this. Seriously? You're traitors. The guy who filed the claim is a traitor against this country, and the people who made that statement are traitors against this country. The government officials who were involved in that ruling were traitors against this country. They should be tried as such. I don't care if they're the enemy. The moment you want to disarm them, you become the enemy of the Constitution and the enemy of the Second Amendment, and I think you should be executed for it. I think everyone who is anti-Second Amendment is a traitor to this country. I think they should be tried for treason and executed for it. I think that you're a traitor to this country. It's very simple, and you know what happens to traitors. Fairness, equality, how about survival? I'm about keeping our empire strong enough. I don't care about equality. I mean, everything that people are accusing of being racist today is incredibly awesome and cool. So I'm supposing that racism has gone from being a negative word to a positive word. Like I'll honestly say, one of my favorite political philosophers, this is going to come as a shock to you, Noam Chomsky. Big fan of Noam Chomsky.